Hey, it's Dan, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about why you need to have planning days booked into your schedule. Hey everybody, it's Dan, hope you're well today. So I'm just driving to Valencia and I'm going on my own, and we are going to go and have some food, some drinks, not alcoholic drinks, some coffee at this really nice 5-star hotel which is just on the beachfront. And the reason why we're doing that is I'm on my own. I'm doing that is because in my business I also need planning, and so a couple of weeks ago we had planning with my team, which is to set out what our goals and our targets are, but they know what they are and what their goals and their targets are. But also this one is about me. What's my goals? What are my targets for not just the next 2 months, because we're just started November right now. We want to absolutely kill the end of this year on a high, and we want to do really well there. But also, what is the business going to look like next year? It's like fantasy land. What would you like it to do if you could, click your fingers, wave a magic wand? How would you like your business to look in the next 12 months? And the only way you can really do that is by planning in advance what you want it to look like. And by the way, you should be doing this in your life, in your relationships, in your health. What do you want them to look like? Otherwise, what you get is you just end up getting what you end up with. And getting what you end up with, there's no plan. It's like just rolling a dice and hoping. And hoping, as we know, is a dreadful strategy. One of my previous podcasts was talking just about that. So, today we're going to go over, and specifically this one is about business. It's about who are we going to employ, what resources do we need, what areas do we want to build on, what's our target market, what's our target audience, what do they need, what resources do they need that we can create for them. A whole bunch of stuff around what our clients actually need. It's a very busy junction, this one, by the way, so I'm just taking a bit of extra care. Those people who hate me filming while driving will be pleased. So the key here is you've got to get away from where you are. So if you work from home all day, which needless to say I do, you've got to get away from work. You've got to get yourself to a place that is inspirational or motivational of some way. I wouldn't suggest going to somewhere like Starbucks, because Starbucks isn't an inspirational location. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is for some people. I would suggest if Starbucks is an inspirational location, you need to probably step up your game somewhat. But it needs to be somewhere out of reach, somewhere nice that you would like to be become normalised. So if you want 5-star to become normalised, then that's really where you should be working for, to some extent. I asked a question on Facebook yesterday. Do people go to hotels and work? And one of the chaps, who's a really nice guy, he said no, because I relate hotels to somewhere where it's enjoyment, and it kind of took me aback because I never saw it like that, because I actually love what I do. So the work that I'm doing right now is exciting. I get a kick out of it. It gets me up on the morning, it gives me a buzz. We just had a client who just signed up on Facebook ads, and I think off sort of £60 spent, they had 13 bookings or 16 bookings or whatever it was, which is amazing, brand new client. And I get excited by that. I get excited by the fact that we're able to help people and that we're able to get people these kind of results. It's amazing. One thing that we're really bad at, by the way, is demonstrating our ability to get these kind of results. And it is something that we've had a chat with the team about. It's like, the cobbler's children has no shoes. We're so busy doing the work for everybody else that my own stuff never kind of gets pushed to one side. I'm like, can we get this done, please? And I kind of feel like I should be Emperor Palpatine on stuff like this. Where he's got his little red army, the guys all dressed in red, his special warriors. I think maybe I should have a division just for dance stuff. We don't need that many. We need a video editor, really, more than anything. Although my videos get edited anyway. Thank you, Mr. Video Editor, whoever's going to edit this one. But it's like, we get excited by helping other people, and part of that reason to go to work at the 5-star hotel is to work out how can we reach more people, how can we help more people get the results that they want, which in turn helps us get the results that we want in our business. It's a very symbiotic relationship, and in fact a number of our clients, certainly the long-termers, treat us as though we are the marketing department in their business, which is exactly what we should be doing. They should be putting their trust in us. Obviously we still need them to do certain things, but they should be putting their trust in us because we are the marketing department, and that's where we should be. But anyway, the whole point of me going to the hotel is to try and work out how can we reach more people, how can we help more people, how can we get more people what they need to grow their business, which will help us grow our business. And so you've got to get out of your four walls. If you go to an office and that's where you work from, you've got to get out of that. If you work from home, you've got to get out from that, and you've got to go somewhere that is, you know, inspirational in some way or form, whatever that might be. It might be a cabin in the woods, for all I know. It could be, you know, last year we went paddle surfing with me and Graham, and that was our board meetings, and I was quite enjoying the little joke about it being a board meeting. We sat on paddleboard because I'm in the chill like that. But so here we are. You've got to find a way of getting yourself out of the office. Now, one of the downsides of this, one of the things that's really hard to do, is actually allocate the time to yourself, to thinking, to planning, to strategizing, which is an awful word. But you've got to find a way of allocating the time for you to do this work. And I know you're busy, and I know you're working 60-hour weeks and all the rest of it, but I would suggest the reason why you're working 60-hour weeks is because you're not planning. You know, this morning we need another website designer because I'm having to get involved on some other website design stuff, and I really don't want to do that. Otherwise I end up working 60-hour weeks, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather pay my team members to be working, you know, get 1.5 team members, let them work 60 hours, you know, 40 hours of one, 20 hours of the other. And it's the lack of planning that will get you there. So again, you know, this is why we're going now to go do this. And also the other thing, just to finish up on this, is that you don't plan once a year and then that's it, or once a decade and that's it. The planning process will probably have to take place at least once every 2 months, and I would suggest once a quarter. And then built into that, you should have end of month reviews, either with yourself or with your team. It might be a little bit much with your team. We've actually got 6 weekly sessions where we plan and we review all in the same session. And that's how we do it. You have a strategizing, which is an awful word, and the planning. That's going to be the thing that grows your business, not you working 60-hour weeks. Anybody can work 60-hour weeks, and we've seen it. How many people do you know that work 60-hour weeks and then 20 years later they're still working 60-hour weeks? It doesn't work. Working hard is a really poor strategy, and I know that sounds counterproductive. I'm going to say it again, working hard is not a great strategy. Paying other people to work hard, that's the strategy. You know, and I love paying other people to do the bloody work. It means, one, I don't have to, two, we're helping, you know, our fellow brethren, our brothers and sisters around the world generate cash for them and their family and so on. And you know, you've got to get out, you've got to start strategizing. That'll get you off the tools and into the mindset level of operation, which is where you need to be. Anyway, I hope that's useful for you. We'll head over to Valencia and then we'll catch up with you on the next video. My name's Dan Latto. Take care.